Hello everybody, I was just wanting to do a kind of a review of this Jeep Compass we got as a rental. My son, a deer ran into his car and bent the grill and hood, so it's in the body shop. We got this, I thought was a 23. By the door tag it says it was made in 12 of 22, but according to everything I've looked up, it's a 22. But anyway, I was driving it down the road and thought I'd make a little video of it. Some things I like, some things I hate about this little vehicle. It's overall, I guess, okay, average, whatever. It's a four-wheel drive. It's only got 35,000 miles on it. Drives really good, handles well. Got the big touch screen with a really nice backup camera. The camera works great, but I found that the connectivity deal with the phone and also the touch is sometimes you have to hit the buttons multiple times to get it to respond. I wasn't crazy about that. Heated seats, heated steering wheel. The steering wheel works great. The heated seats are more of a suggestion than anything. We have a 2019 Explorer, and the heated seats, after a little bit, will almost, they're really, really hot. I have bad back problems, and they are hot enough that they really help my back. And these are just barely warm at all, even on high. They do work, but they're not very good. The dash layout, pretty nice, but to me they ruined the look of the interior with this silly looking little strip of cloth, light gray cloth, in the middle of the dash. It looks like somebody just went to a fabric store and got some cheap fabric to stick over it to cover it up from damage or something. And it's the same way on the door panels. So you can imagine how dingy and dirty that will get to looking by 100,000 miles or whatever. And it's already getting a little dingy at 35,000. I'm trying to do this from in the car going down, been going down the road. I'm stopped right now, but it's got all your basic power stuff. Power lift gate in the rear, power windows, locks, tilt, cruise, and all that stuff. And no real complaints on any of that. The power, this one has the 2.4, and that's the way I was able to find out. They're evidently counting this a 22 model, because it says, everything I've looked up, 23, they upgraded to the turbo 4-cylinder, and apparently the 19 wasn't, not 19, the 22 wasn't offered with that engine. And this engine, the 2.4 naturally aspirated with the 9-speed, was discontinued after the 22 model year. I was just a little confused on that, because it shows it was made in December, and normally that's always, will be the following year model. So anyway, got the cruise set on 60. It drives pretty nice, handles well, but the seats are very firm. I don't like that about it. I don't know, they're just not enough padding in them. The back especially it's almost like it has a lot of lumbar in the back, even with the lumbar off, and it's kind of a little much, and not enough padding. My son's little vehicle that's in the shop is a 22 Hyundai, which I'm a Ford man, have been for years, but I was really impressed with this little Hyundai Venue, small crossover SUV. The build quality, the seats, there's a lot of things about it compared to this Jeep that just seemed to me to to be better. It's definitely more comfortable in the seat, and the handling is great, which, like I say, this one handles okay, but overall the build quality on the little Hyundai seems better than the Jeep. And anyway, the power on this is, I guess you could say, adequate, but nothing special for sure. It's just kind of underwhelming. Once you get it rolling and, you know, mash down, kind of hit the passing gear, it performs okay. It has a 9-speed transmission, and you can put it over in manual mode here and shift it. And driving highways, it never seems to hardly ever be in 9th gear. It stays in 8th. I guess maybe if you're cruising long, flat interstate speeds, it might catch 9th then. But you can shift it manually. There's a little deal, and I can put it into 9th, but it only turns like, at 60 miles an hour in 9th gear, it only turns like 1,400 RPMs. But it has, you know, no power at all. I mean, you pretty well have to run it. It's not going to stay in 9th much at all. But anyway, they changed that, I think, to an 8-speed with a turbo, I believe 2.0 liter in the next year. So this one, I'm not going to get out and do an outside view. It's just a 22, I believe, bright blue Jeep Compass. And that's just my thoughts on it. Little daily commuter, it'd probably be fine. I don't know about longevity with these. Don't know a whole lot of details about them. I know there's a lot of them around here. I see a lot of them on the road, and I don't hate the vehicle. I would take it, you know. I mean, this one has no sunroof. This one, I believe, is a Latitude package. I think is right. But it's got a couple of little connections down there, USB and whatever the other one's called. This little, it's a unique thing I've never noticed on one before. This little console slides back and forth, just the lid and the 2 cup holders there. But I did find that with a cup in it, a bottle would probably be fine, but a cup in that back cup holder still don't want to come back even with that lid slid all the way back. But I mean, it's nothing. I have no just major complaints with it. I'm just kind of pointing out some of the faults of it and a few things I like. It does have blind spot monitors and adaptive. I mean, not adaptive. It's supposed to have the lane keep assist, but I know on my son's Venue, I mean, if you even get close to the line, I mean, if you start crossing over it, it tugs you back pretty firmly, and I haven't felt that at all with this one. But I guess overall, I give it a 6, maybe 6.5 out of 10. Not having compared it with a lot of other crossovers, but it's a solid 6. Don't hate it, don't love it, but I do pretty much hate this dash. Carpet, not carpet, but like cloth material in this center. I really like the dash. Otherwise, I mean, it's fine, but that just don't do it for me at all. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed. Maybe this will give you a little idea on whether or not you like the layout of the, I guess, 22 Jeep Compass. Thanks for watching.